What's up YouTube? Welcome to Dogs Up Front. In today's video, we will be previewing or at least predicting the outcomes of the four quarterfinals game of the Champions League this week. Starting tomorrow, we got the easiest outcome on paper, Sporting CP versus Arsenal. At least on paper it seems that it's going to be straightforward, this game. And then we have Real Madrid versus Bayern München tomorrow as well. And on Wednesday we have two big games. Well, at least Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid is a big one. And then Paris Saint-Germain versus les Reds de Liverpool. That one, well, on paper it looks like a big matchup, but the way Liverpool is playing right now, is it? But yeah, we're just gonna get into it. We'll go through some stats quickly. We'll start with the games for tomorrow first. As we can see here, I'm trying to put me in a corner. Can you see everything? Yeah, I guess it's good. So let's keep going. Starting with a game tomorrow. Both games are at the same time. Yeah, it says 2 p.m. for me because I'm in Central Time. I don't know what's the European equivalent to that, but that's not a big issue right now. So yeah, tomorrow we have Sporting CP versus les Gunners de Arsenal. The Gunners are on a bad run, as we can say right now, losing the last two games, being the Carabao Cup or the League Cup final versus Man City, and going out of the FA Cup versus Southampton yesterday, was it? Or day before? So yeah, as we can see, but other than that, they have been on solid forms, as we can see. Their last loss was against Man United in January, and we are in April, so yeah. So in the last 14 games, not in the last 16 games, they lost twice and drew 3 times only. I should have had those stats ready, written somewhere, but they're on pretty good form. Maybe, well, the League Cup final was their chance to win a trophy after a while, after a few years. They lost it, and then they went out of the FA Cup. So they were hoping to do the quadruple, and now they are out of the two. I think the patch they're on, it's pretty similar to what Liverpool did last year. Going out, losing the League Cup final, then going out of the FA Cup, and then going out of the Champions League. They won't go out of the Champions League just yet. Okay, that's just a given because I think they're going to beat Sporting CP. We're going to go through, but we're still going to win the league. We have 9 points on Man City, unless it's a massive fumble, massive bottle from them. They are going to win the league. For tomorrow, even versus CP, they have good records, beating them 5-1. The one in Europa League, I think, was on pens, but Arsenal wasn't as good as they are right now. They are a better team defensively. Um, and offensively as well, they just have the better players. They do have a few injuries, a few doubtful players, but I think that just happened to get them out of, the international games and so on. Some key players to watch. I like this guy, Luis Suarez. For Sporting CP, he's been on fire lately, scoring games after games. But again, it do be the Portuguese league, and Gyökeres was on fire there as well, and we do see the difference when he came to a Prem, even though he's been scoring the last few games. But yeah, a few players to watch out. Luis Suarez, Trincao is good, and I like the defender as well, Inacio. And on the other side, Arsenal, we all know if Saka, Starboy, right, as we call him, is there, and their defense, Saliba and Gabriel, the pairing of them, they're pretty solid. It should be easy. I think Arsenal win tomorrow. Let's just do a prediction. Both teams will score, and Sporting CP will score first. My outcome is 2-1 for the Gunners. I know it took a lot of time just to cover this game. But yeah, they've been pretty good. Even Sporting has been really good lately, as we can see. Yeah, but the matchup it's just not gonna be the same. Like, there's gonna be the difference in level, and Arsenal will just be too good for them. No disrespect to Sporting CP, they're a top team with some really good players. As I mentioned, the 3 players I enjoy for them. I hope Liverpool get this guy, the Trincao. Yeah, I bet I butchered his name, but he's 26 already, so he's not the type of players Liverpool would go for. But yeah, Luis Suarez, he's 28, so we won't go for him either. So yeah, basically for this game, 2-1 for the Gunners tomorrow. I'd say scorers would be Luis Suarez for Sporting, and on the other side we'd have Gabriel from a corner to tie the game, and then game-winning goal by Saka, Bukayo. Next up, the big game for tomorrow, Real Madrid versus Bayern de Munich. 2 very good teams who have been performing really well in the Champions League. Those are the season stats in the Champions League, I think. Yeah. Kylian Mbappe has been on fire. Vinicius, we all know the quality. Federico Valverde is a player I enjoy watching. On the other side, Michael Olise, future Liverpool player, in my opinion. Joshua Kimmich, Harry Kane. This game is gonna be full of goals, in my opinion. I don't want to jinx it. At the Bernabeu, yeah. Ooh, Harry Kane is doubtful. I don't know that. That's new to me. That could be a bummer in Thibaut Courtois, but Lunin is really good. He's a good backup. Yeah, not many major injuries besides Courtois, Rodrigo, and on the other side, just Harry Kane mostly. The head-to-heads between them. So the last time we met was 2024, apparently from this. Madrid won at home, and then in Munich it was 2-2, so Madrid went through. Um, let's do, and in 2018 as well, Madrid went through, but pretty close games, full of goals, 3-4 goals each time. 2017 again, Madrid. It seems like Madrid again. So whenever we face, the last time Bayern one was in 2012. Yeah, that's a pre-season game. We are not counting that. So Bayern is due one, and Madrid isn't. They're playing good, but they're not fantastic at the moment. As we can see, their last game versus Mallorca, but they did beat Atletico in the derby. They beat Man City. They're on a good run, but they're losing those odd games against Retafe. But whenever there's a big game, they show up. They're on decent form. And Bayern, we don't need to check, because at home, this is crazy, drawing with 9 players, that's really good. We can't really judge the Bundesliga, as we can see. So of course they'd be on great forms. It's gonna be a close game, but many goals. Many goals. In my opinion, it should be a fun game to watch. Like, if I had the choice to watch tomorrow between Sporting CP, Arsenal, or Real Bayern, because both are at the same time, I'm watching this game. I'm not watching Arsenal play boring football, you know? Yeah, some key players to watch if Harry Kane is playing. He's gonna be key either way. Luis Diaz and Michael Olise. They're gonna run the show in front. Kimmich, key player as well. On the other side, Mbappe, Vinicius, if they show up. I believe the matchup, if Trent Alexander-Arnold starts, it will be Luis Diaz and Trent. Both won the Premier League last year with Liverpool, so they faced each other many times in training, so we'd see how that can show up. And I think Lucho will have the upper hand. And I don't like Madrid in general, but they do be European royalty. So at the Bernabeu, it's tough. I see both teams scoring 2 goals at least, and I think it's gonna be 2-2. It's gonna be a tie. Both teams to score, and Bayern will score first. That's my prediction for this game. So 2-2 with Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius scoring. The easy ones, and on the other side we'll have Lucho with the brace, in my opinion. So those conclude Tuesday's games. To recap, we got Arsenal winning 2-1 in Portugal, and this big game ending in a draw with both teams scoring twice. And next up, Wednesday game, another big one, Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Both good teams. Atletico is more like Arsenal, a more defensive team, a more setup, system-based team focused on their defense. While on the other side, Barcelona with Lamine Yamal, Marcus Rashford, they're playing really good football. Lamine is amazing. He's great. Yeah, I was being a hater until I've watched more and more of him. He's just technically really good. On the other side, we do have Julian Alvarez. I do hope Liverpool somehow gets him because he's a Liverpool type players in him. Like he got that dog in him, and Liverpool is missing someone like him at the moment. Anyways, I feel like I keep bringing everything back to Liverpool. My bad, but it's just normal to me at this point. They do have a few players out. Frankie, Rafinha, and Araujo, doubtful. On the other side, Oblak, great goalie, and Jimenez, doubtful. Player to watch, Lamine, of course, and Robert Lewandowski. He is solid and he don't need much. Give him one chance and he's gonna finish you. On the other side, Grisou and Julian Alvarez are really good. Lookman and Koke. I feel like Koke has been at Atletico for like as long as Simeone has been there. Pretty much, yeah. Let's check some head-to-heads quickly. Barcelona did win the last game on the weekend. Oh, look at that. We played again. We've played each other many times this year. That's only in 2026. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far we've played 3. With Atletico winning 4-0 at home and then Barca winning 3-0 at the Camp Nou, and Atletico losing probably because of a red card. And then Barca seems to get the upper hand most of the time, which you would say is pretty normal. And they are on a really good run. The last loss was in February. Like, they haven't lost in 10 games, while Atletico is on a poor run. Like, even Spurs beat Atletico, although Atletico had like a 3-goal advantage. But yeah, those are tough games though. But still, 3 loss, it ruins the momentum kinda and the team spirit. And Barca is playing at home. Yeah, it's not gonna be close. Barca's gonna win. Both teams will score, yes. But Barca will score the first goal. We're gonna go 3-1 to Barcelona, with Lamine scoring 1, Lewandowski 1, and Pedri 1. And on the other side, it's gonna be Julian Alvarez who's gonna score. It's not gonna be a close game. At the Camp Nou, Barca will be just too much, and the form they're on is way better. Of course, I can be completely wrong, but at home, with the sport they have and the form they are in right now, they're just gonna be too much for Atletico. In my opinion, we might have a red card somewhere, probably Koke. If I had to choose one, might be red carded. And lastly, up to the big Reds, the mighty Red Man. On paper, it should be a great game, given that it's a rematch of last year at the same stage, I think. No, it was in the round of 16 last time. This one, it's the quarters. As we can see, Liverpool won au Parc des Princes and PSG won at Anfield 1-0, 1-0, and it went to extra time, and Paris won on penalties. Um, it was a great game to watch, both legs actually, very entertaining. Um, Paris dominated the first game and Liverpool scored against the run of play. And then at Anfield, Liverpool dominated, but Paris scored against run of play. First game, Alisson Becker had the game of his life, and then the return leg, Donnarumma was still there and he had the game of his life. Even though it was a low scoring game, it was pretty fun to watch, especially as a neutral. For me, it was stressful because I'm a Liverpool supporter. It was stressful and sad, of course, in the return leg. But if I take out my Liverpool hat for the neutrals, it was a great game to watch. Paris on a great form. We don't need to check. Ligue 1 is like the Bundesliga, so Paris and PSG, they just dominate those leagues. And Liverpool is really poor at the moment, losing to Man City 4-0 on Saturday, and then to Brighton in the Premier League. Liverpool is not playing good at all. The best game was the Galatasaray game, but Galatasaray is awful away from home, and drawing to that awful Spurs team is not a good watch. And also PSG got their league game postponed, so midweek, and they'll be fit for the return game. I don't know why they even did that, because given, like, considering the form Liverpool is in, like, that game against Man City, I got up at 6:30 a.m. to watch that just to be disappointed, and it doesn't, like, of course I'll have this game on, but as a Liverpool supporter, I always want Liverpool to win, and I do know Liverpool in the Champions League. Of course, it's not the same level as Real Madrid in the Champions League, but Liverpool do be European royalty as well. There's just something about us in the Champions League. At night at Anfield, I know tomorrow it's not at Anfield, but there's just something. I can name many, many, many games in the Champions League where Liverpool just suffocated their opponents. But that's just me and me heart talking right now, and my Liverpool hat. Me wanting Liverpool to win, even if I want Slot to be out. I genuinely want Liverpool to do good and to win this game. My heart is gonna say Liverpool is gonna win this game tomorrow and is gonna go through to the semis. But now I'm gonna remove that Liverpool side from me and just put my realistic self on, and the guy, like the self who actually understands football, to talk. Based on that game versus Man City and even Brighton, Liverpool don't have legs to run. We don't have any legs, we can't run, and our midfield will get lost against the youth and the speed of this team, like Vitinha, Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele, Désiré Doué, even Zaire Emery. Those guys are too quick for this Liverpool team right now. But again, as a Liverpool fan, and I do know, if it's just that I don't know which Liverpool side will show up. If the side that knows they are good, they have the ability to beat anyone that comes up against them shows up, they're gonna win this game. But yeah, that being said, it's just gonna get too much, and Liverpool have many injuries. Alisson is a big commander in defense, and it's just not the same with Giorgio. No hate against Giorgio, he's a great shot stopper in my opinion. He's made some really good saves, but he's been left alone by his defense. His defense isn't helping him at all. And Mo Salah is more like no Salah. At the moment, I adore him, but that's how it is. On the other side, they don't really have that much injury, even if Fabian Ruiz and Barcola are really good players. They have the whole team fit. They even got their league game postponed. They played on Friday. They are more rested, and they'll be up for the challenge. It hurts me to say, it hurts me deeply to say they're gonna beat us probably 3-0 or 3-1 tomorrow. It really hurts me to say that, but now I'm gonna put my heart, because it hurts my heart saying that. My heart wants Liverpool to win and wants us to get a result at the Parc des Princes. If it's even 1-0 or 1-1 and we bring that back to Anfield, we have a chance. So that's what my heart wants, but as a football fan and someone who watched the game and even played it, Paris is going to be a bit too much for Liverpool. It is hurting me to say that. They're gonna win 3-1. It's gonna be a both team to score. Yes, and they're gonna score the first one. Come on, Redman, prove me wrong. But yeah, we are gonna lose 3-1 tomorrow. With Kvaratskhelia scoring 2 and Dembele scoring 1. On the other side, it's gonna be Florian Wirtz, who's gonna score 1. It's hurting me. You guys don't know how much it's hurting me to predict 3-1 PSG for tomorrow. Because in my head, Liverpool is gonna win the Champions League. That's the deluded me speaking. But the realistic me knows Paris is gonna whoop us tomorrow. Even 3-1 we have a chance at Anfield though. But yeah, come on Liverpool, prove me wrong. Get a result for me, please. That's me begging. Anyways, that sums it up. This concludes our prediction, our preview for tomorrow. Some really good games on paper. Arsenal is gonna win easily. 2-1 doesn't seem easy on paper, but the way the football is gonna go, it's gonna be easy for Arsenal. 2-1, and then Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. That's gonna be 2-2, very tight game. It's gonna be a beautiful game to watch, at least on paper, and the way they've been playing. It's gonna be a draw, 2-2. And then the other game was Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. Barca is going to be too much for Atletico. I said it's going to be 3-1 to Barca. And lastly, it hurts me to say PSG is going to beat Liverpool 3-1. But now Liverpool hat on. My heart wants Liverpool to win, or at least get a draw there and give us a chance at Anfield. Of course, we'll do a review after the games and we'll see what can happen next week for the return legs. But yeah, that's for the first leg, my prediction. Those are not betting predictions. If you want to bet, it's on you. Not financial advice in any means, or I'm just doing this for fun and also to improve how I speak on camera and how I can improve my content mostly. Just some fun predictions to me. So yeah, I'm just gonna quit yapping now. It's been a long one. See you in the next one.